All right. Good seeing you guys again. I hope you got some really good ideas to start your essay. These ideas you got. But what we're gonna do now, like I said, I don't want to see my face anymore. So we are going to actually take some notes on how to do the intro paragraph, and we're gonna start writing our own intro paragraph because we're gonna dominate this essay. Because guys, like I said, our goal is to make sure you don't have to keep taking this test. So this is the best way to do this. All right. So what we're doing is we're flipping to the page that has some notes on it. Right. It says the Preacher Way intro paragraph. Everybody see that? I'll give you a second to flip to it. All right. So here's some notes about the first paragraph of the intro essay. Right. So when you see the green word on your page, I think they're green, write that down in the blank and make sure you understand it, right? So the first one is you're going to create a story from your life that answers the prompt, right? So these aren't just random stories. These are stories from our lives that we can really relate to and we can go into detail about. All right, the second one is have the story be a snapshot in time or a moment in time. You're leaving out any information that doesn't help the reader feel what you're going through or that doesn't connect to the prompt, right? We only have that one page, guys. We want to make sure that we get the best information on that page. So we're not starting with once upon a time or one Saturday was bright and sunny. No, right? Start with boom. I can't believe I just fell on my butt, right? You got to start with the action. All right. The next part is you have the paragraph end with a cliffhanger or a commercial break, something you're struggling with that relates back to the prompt, right? I don't want to know what happened yet. I want to guess what could happen next, right? So it's a story from your life. You're starting with the action and you're going to leave us wanting more. All right, the next part, use figurative language, metaphors, similes, and imagery to help the reader feel your story and become interested and to find out what happens next, right? We want these people to be excited to read our stories. They're going to be reading a lot of boring stories. So we want to make sure that they see our story as something unique and fun, right? What happens next? Is she going to get on stage or is she just going to wipe out? Is she going to fall off? I have no idea. All right. So at the end, you reread your paragraph and make sure each sentence connects to the prompt or connects to your story, and then it makes sense and stays on topic, right? Because again, we only have one page. We got to make sure we use that page to its fullest. All right, this next one, make sure you always indent. I'm not going to explain that now. Hopefully the teacher in your classroom can help you, right? We got 3 paragraphs. We indent at the beginning of each paragraph. That way we know we're switching topics. All right, and the last thing you need to remember, stories are told in the past. So write in the past tense, right? It is not I go to the movies, it's I went to the movies, right? I went. It's not we was eating, it's we were eating. All right, so make sure when you reread, you correct those mistakes. All right, let's look at one more example before you guys start writing your own intro paragraphs. All right, so this is mine. It's an example. I just want to say April O'Neil is the girl from the Ninja Turtles. I just changed the name because I didn't want to use the real girl's name. All right, notice how I indent in the beginning, right? I scooted over a little bit. That's called indenting. All right, so here we go. I couldn't do it. I said it was going to be today, but it's not. These thoughts swirled through my head as I drove home from school. I had the best intentions to ask April O'Neil to be my girlfriend, but my nerves kept getting the better of me. Every time I went to ask her, my palms would get sweaty and my heartbeat would steadily throb in my ear like a sledgehammer, and I would chicken out at the last minute. I have a major fear about talking to pretty girls. I don't know why, but it has caused me to miss out on some pretty fun times in life. But I was not going to let my fear ruin a possible relationship with April. My brother used to think my fear was hilarious and tease me constantly. I made up my mind. Even though I said today and yesterday were going to be the days, tomorrow will definitely be it, right? So I start with my story, and you can guess what my conflict is, right? My conflict is I'm not very good at asking April O'Neil to be my girlfriend. All right, you can also see sometimes my heartbeat would steadily throb in my ear just like a sledgehammer, right? That's a song I took that out of, but my heart beating in my ear like a sledgehammer, that's a simile, right? So I'm using figurative language to tell you my story. Also, there's one sentence in here that shouldn't be in here because it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'll give you a second to see if y'all can yell it out in your classroom. I'm going to be like Blue's Clues here and just be like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys got the right answer. Good job. My brother used to think my fear was hilarious and tease me constantly. So that doesn't need to be in there, right? That's just too much information. It doesn't connect to the prompt. I just need to get rid of it. And then at the end, I said today and yesterday were going to be the days, but tomorrow will definitely be it, right? At that point, when I finish this paragraph, you don't know if I'm going to succeed or not. Is April going to be my girlfriend? Is she going to say, heck no, get away from me, right? We have no idea. So what you are going to do is you're going to take the next 15 to 20 minutes and you guys are going to make the best detailed first paragraph you can make. And I think you guys are going to start to see that this way is a lot easier than trying to just write the essay from scratch, right? Start with a time in your life. And then remember, you're starting with the action. You're ending it with me still not knowing if you're going to be successful or not. All right, guys, I can't wait to see these. Get to it, and we'll finish right now.